Welcome to the immigration team's headquarters. This is where we strategize together. I'm Ina Winston, supervising immigration attorney. Meet Joel Stopka, managing attorney. Our wonderful paralegal, Alex Lloyd, and Zulmira Paredes is in court today, so she can't be here. Our immigration team is primarily family-based. We handle family-based petitions, both consular processing, adjustments in the United States, waivers, deportation defense, lifting of conditions on 751s for marriages that are less than 2 years. We also handle VAWAs and U visas. Did I forget anything? Did I forget anything?
No.
No? Okay, well, and we're branching out now to do bond work to release people who are not a threat to the public and are not flight risks. As everybody knows, the last 4 years have been a brutal time for immigrants. Now things are beginning to approach normalcy, so our practice is returning to its usual, which is simply very challenging. Nonetheless, we've had some major successes in recent weeks, which I'd like to tell you about. In one case, we had a woman who was married, who came from a country where violence against women is normalized. She married a man who came from the same geographic area. They seemed like a really good fit. He was lovely. He was charming. She did not realize that he had a serious alcoholic problem. He brutally abused her in a life-threatening way. She fled. When the time came to lift the conditions on the marriage petition so that her card could become permanent, as is the case with most abusers, he had not shared many of his assets with her, so they did not have enough bona fides. We received a notice of intention to deny. That is very frightening, because once that notice is issued, usually it's hard to reverse. That train has left the station. Nonetheless, we worked together. We were able to trace funds from abroad, from accounts abroad, to the United States to show that she had made contributions to the marital home. We were able to obtain government documents which showed that the couple did in fact reside together in the marital home. And one day she went down to immigration to get a stamp in her passport so that she could continue working while the case was pending. Imagine my surprise when she called up and said, they said they mailed the card and it's coming today. Well, the card wasn't in the office, and that was because immigration had sent the card to our prior office, although notice of everything else got here. We spent the day on the phone with the client, with the tenants of our prior office, with the post office, and at 8:30 at night, I got this wonderful text. Where is it? The text said, "Dear Ina, I got my green card at 8:30 p.m. tonight. So relieved and happy. Thank you so much for all the tremendous help and support you gave me through these tough, uncertain times for me. I'm grateful I had you as an attorney. You're a miracle." She has gone on. Your contributions have made it possible for her to go on and have a meaningful, happy life. I also want to tell you about another case which we worked on, and that was a case with a woman who was a permanent resident. She herself had epilepsy and could not work. She married a wonderful man. They had a child. The child had chronic, uncontrollable epilepsy. She's about 12 now. And the child also was severely mentally disabled. The husband, who had entered with inspection but overstayed his visa, wanted to become documented because he's the backbone of this family along with his wife. So they filed a waiver for the unlawful presence, which was granted. He went down to Ciudad Juarez to consular process, only to be told that he was confused about the dates of entry and exit, so that must mean that he had a misrepresentation somewhere. There was no misrepresentation, but that is when the clients came to us. So we had to file a waiver for misrepresentation as well as unlawful presence, and we show the truly extreme hardship to the documented wife. Even immigration recognized that this was an exceptional situation, and they approved it in record time without requesting more evidence. But COVID struck, and he was stranded there for a full year. We as soon as we began to see an opening in the consulate, we contacted a congressperson and we worked together, and he just recently came home, and I almost cried when the wife called up and she said, I knew when I walked into this office that we had a strong connection. And you mean so much to us. Your office means so much to us. You brought our family back together. And our little girl, who had stopped talking when her father had gone abroad, is talking now. It was very emotional. So when we talk about safe at home, which is the theme of this fundraiser, safe at home in the context of immigration law means safe in a country where violence against women is not normalized and where the rule of law is respected. So your contributions mean the world to our clients, and they make the country as a whole a better place for all of us. Thank you.